All right, we're going to get strength flow started with a little mobility through those hips. So we're going to start with a nice good long lunge going forward. We're going to take both those hands reaching down for either side of that foot. We're going to draw a straight line going forward. We're going to extend into that front leg through that spine and bring that back down and push it back at the start. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take a good long lunge forward. Reaching both hands down towards that front foot, reaching out towards the front. We are actively reaching forward, pulling back in, and pushing back. We're going to go twice more on each side. Do a step forward, take it at your own pace here. I want you really working on putting effort into that front foot as we press into the ground to come back. And in the same vein, I want you really working on extending through that body, through that back leg as well, pushing that heel away as we flow through here. One more on each side. Big step forward. Notice that length, back leg is nice and straight. Getting those hips nice and open. Let's go last time on the left side here. Big reach forward. Come back down and push away. All right, very similar going laterally. We're going to take a good long lunge into that lateral direction. All right, and we're going to rotate, think about your left shoulder going into your right knee and pulling back up. All right, we're going to keep those legs out nice and wide, just promote a little bit more stretch. If you can go for the splits, you go for those splits. We're going to sink into that right side. Reaching that left shoulder into that right knee and pulling back. We're going to go one more time there, working on keeping that left foot nice and flat to the ground. Sink into that hip, rotating that body in and pulling yourself up out of that. All right, we're going to go to the opposite direction here. We're going to sink into that left leg, promote that stretch through that right, and the shoulder into that knee, best you can. Ooh, feel like I got a little bit more range of motion on that side. We're going to go one more time here. Sinking into that knee. Rotate. So you notice I'm working to keep those elbows out nice and wide, so I'm not reaching forward with those elbows. I'm really trying to get some rotation through there. We're going to go one more time, sinking into that lateral direction. Rotating that knee in. And pulling back up out of that. Okay. First flow is nice and easy. It's just going to be kind of a continued warm up from that. We're going to continue with that lateral direction, okay? We're going to take a nice good lateral lunge. We're just going to fold those hips down to kind of a forward fold. We're going to, from that position, extend that knee. So you're almost like a forward fold, but we're kind of cheating in one direction. We're going to bring that over to your other foot. Bend that knee, come up. So we're kind of making a triangle, if that helps you. Okay? So we're going to sink into that foot. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to come back here. We're going to take that lunge. All right? We're going to hinge those hips forward. All right? We're going to extend that right knee. If you can't quite get to the ground, that's fine. All right? We're going to slide across to the other side. Bend that knee. Come on up. And pushing up, okay? We're gonna smooth it out here. All right, so one more time. Taking a good long lateral lunge. We're gonna fold down towards the ground. Extend that right knee. Walk yourself to the other side. Bend that knee. And bring it on up. Last time, same direction. Lateral lunge. Hinging over. Extend the knee. Walk it over, bend that knee, and bring it on up. All right, we're going to do the same thing a couple times in the opposite direction. We're going to get that nice, good long lunge, sinking into it, towards that ground. Extend that knee, walk it over, bend that knee, and push it up. All right. So unless you got your own pace, we're going to go 2 more times in this direction. Hopefully it makes a little bit more sense now. Walk that over. Don't rush through it. I want you to really hit each of those positions. Just working to, again, get that lateral stretch going in a direction that we don't normally get a lot of. Going that side to side, really promoting some good mobility, good flexibility in that direction. All right, once you get your last one, go ahead and bring it up. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of variation on our world's greatest stretch, okay? So we're going to start from a standing position. We're going to walk it out into our high plank. Foot comes forward, okay? From here, we're going to shift that back foot. We're going to kind of put that heel down. We're going to push up into kind of a warrior, a little bit more lateral lunge, okay? From this position, we're going to stay low and we're going to shift across. And then we're just going to pivot ourselves back down, step back to plank, and walk it on back up. All right, I'll do it on the other leg so you may be able to see it. So we're going to hinge down, walk those hands out into our plank position. I'm going to bring that right foot forward. Left foot's going to rotate down towards the ground. And we're going to push up and back. Got a little too long on that one. Okay? So notice I'm still kind of sitting into that lateral lunge. All I'm going to do is start bending that right knee as I shift my weight going into the other side. Alright, and then we're going to bring ourselves back down. That back foot comes back into plank. Walk it back up. Alright. So we're just going to go back and forth for those two more each way. We're going to take a nice good walk. Foot comes up. You can stay here a little bit longer if you need to. Otherwise, I want you to feel this one out if you can. Work to get lower and lower on that shift, going from one leg to the other. Hopefully you feel those hamstrings start to loosen up as you push back through those inchworms. All right, able to keep those heels down towards the ground a little bit longer each time. There we go. So notice I'm not changing my height as I come across. All right, head stays in that same level. Now coming back, walking back. Still creating length through each of these positions here. Okay, try not to rush these. I want you to really take kind of inventory each time you go, or each time you hit each of these positions. All right, even from that inchworm to your first plank. All right, really establish that plank. Make sure we get a good, nice, long back leg in that runner's lunge. All right, as we come up and over, dropping down, those hips should feel nice and supple like we're getting somewhere here. Now, push this back. I'm going to go one more time with that right leg going forward to finish this one up. Hamstrings are feeling very good now. It's like all this mobility is doing some benefits, huh? Something crazy to think about. Stay low, big hip opener. Let's get it down. And push it back up. And roll it on up. Alright, go ahead and finish your last one there. Give you a second. If you need a sip of water, go ahead and grab that. We're going to change gears here. Big focus on the hips. Today, our next one is no different. I'm going to do this one from this. Let's do it from the front and see what happens. Okay, so we're going to start with a leg cradle. So I'm going to stand on my right leg. I'm going to pull my left up. I'm going to grab left hand around the knee, right hand in front of the ankle, and I'm going to stand on one leg and pull that up. All right, so we're actively pulling that into our chest. Get a good glute stretch through there. Okay, I'm going to drop this leg down. It's going to come back and to the side. And I'm going to drop that knee right behind my ankle. Okay? So we're in kind of a little T position. So my right elbow, okay, is the same elbow as the knee that's up. I'm going to try to bring this elbow to my right heel. All right, so it should feel nice, again, more opening through those hips. I'm going to pull that back up, press into this right foot to stand. Okay, and then we're just going to reverse that for a couple reps. I'm going to pull that knee in nice and tight, good balance on that right leg. We're going to drop this back for that curtsy squat. Right elbow goes to that right heel, getting a little bit closer this time. We're going to hold there for about 5 seconds or so. We're going to get that back to kneeling, push through that foot, back to stand. All right, we're going to go 2 more times. This side, nice and tight. I want you to take a moment again in each of those positions. Really feel what your body is telling you. Elbow going to heel. Ooh, I'm going to get there next time. One more time. I'm going to get through. I'm going to get there. I'm going to step that in. Into that balance. And our last time going here. Big pull. Glutes lost all of its tightness, which is good. All right. We're going to drop that elbow. We're really going to reach for it this time. Oh, yeah. And pulling back up. Stepping in. And go ahead and bring that foot down. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, see what that side looks like. We're going to come into that balance. Go ahead and grab that knee, that ankle, pull it in nice and tight. A little stiffer in the hip for me on this side, as you may tell. All right, we're going to drop that knee back right behind that ankle. And this time, knees up is my left. Means my left elbow is going to reach for that left ankle or that left heel, whichever you're shooting for. Come back up, back to stand. All right, feeling good, got the idea of it. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to work on that side. I can feel that one. Not going too well. I'm really shooting for that inside. So just a little bit different way to open those hips in that kind of lateral direction. We're still kind of pushing that knee out to the side. All right, to make room for that torso to get up and in there. I'm going to hold a little bit longer in this cradle because I need it. I'm going to come back down. Bring that elbow in. And you can really do whatever you want with your hand because your elbow can't really adjust where that's going to be because this is kind of a fixed length. So you can move that hand out if you need to. We're going to go one last time on this side. Standing nice and tall, bringing that knee to that heel, elbow to that heel, all meeting down for a little powwow. And bring it back up, a little contortionist school here. All right, give you a chance to shake those out. We've got one more coming in. So we're really going to promote those hips here. All right, need a quick sip of water. We got the last few minutes to go through one more. All right, so we're going to start in similar position, our kneeling position. Okay, from here, we're going to push through that front foot. Not as much as we would with that step up or that lunge, but we're going to press through that back foot as well, catering towards that front foot to bring us to a split squat position. Okay. We're going to pull that back foot up and going through into a lunge. All right. Hopefully I don't run out of room here. We're going to press into that front foot and come into our RDL, our single leg, our airplane position. And then whatever leg is in the air, we're going to rotate our torso out into that position. All right, so now we're kind of a lateral airplane. If you really want to impress me, we can get both of those hands out nice and long, just like that. Ooh, oh yeah. And then we're going to slowly rotate that back down. And then we're just going to reverse everything. Did I do that right? Yeah. We're pushing up into that lunge, coming back to that starting kneeling position. All right, I'm going to scoop myself back a little bit. We're just going to go 2 more on this side. So we're starting in that kneeling position. We have weight on that knee. All right, so we're going to press through both feet to bring us to standing. Back foot's going to pull through. It's going to come into that lunge. We're going to step into that front foot, hinge over into our RDL, our airplane. Really kick that back heel towards the wall. And then we're going to slowly open that rotation towards the side with the leg in the air. And we're just going to hang out here for a few seconds. Really let that down foot grip the ground. If you need to come down like that, that's fine. I'm not a perfect balance. And we'll work to close that hip and bring ourselves back down to that kneeling position. All right, one more time on this side. Stand it up. Lunge over, pushing into that RDL. I want you to really focus on gripping the ground with that down foot. Hopefully we don't have those shoes on. Slowly rotate that open. Lost that one. And really work to get all the musculature in that ankle, in the foot, in the calf. All right. We're going to hang out here for 3, 2, 1, and close that door. Stepping back through that lunge. Back to that kneeling. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. I'm going to switch all the way over here. So the left knee is down for me. All right, so push that up into our split squat tall position. We're going to bring that foot through into that lunge. And we're going to kick that back into that airplane. Find our balance and slowly rotate open. See my bright shining face. Whew. All right, try not to hop around too much. If we do need to come down, I want you to focus on stabilizing. So if you're losing it, go ahead and touch down and reestablish a good solid position. I'm trying to rush it a little bit too much. We're going to hold here for the last 3, 2, 1, and close that door. Bring that back. All right, we got 2 more times this side. Stand it up. Into that lunge, pop it up. So make sure we get into that RDL, that good airplane position to start with, and then we rotate. If we do need to come down, you can come down, touch that foot. That's fine. Hold here. Ooh. All right, I'm losing it. So we're going to come the last couple seconds. 2, 1, and close that door. And bring that back down. All right, we're going to go one more time. That leg. Is your calf fired up? Mine sure is. Nice and tall. Stand up. Stepping over. And up. Kick it back. I want you to really focus here on this time. Keep that knee nice and soft. All right, so we can easily adjust our positioning. Holding strong here. Rotating, closing that back. We're going to finish here. Dropping back into that lunge. That kneeling position. And time. All right, that's going to do it for strength flow this evening. Again, if you are here tomorrow morning for some performance hour, get your Thanksgiving started off right, 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. We've got some mobility, performance, and recovery. We hope to see you then. If not, enjoy your holiday weekend, and we'll see you back again on Monday.